There are many times where humility is the best way to win, right? There's one time I had to cast a show, and at my high school, all the seniors who were in theater had to direct their own shows, but obviously we had to cast them first. So all the underclassmen who came out to audition and everything, we all watched our auditions, we took our notes, and we all sat in a room, and we had to cast our shows by the end of that day. Only catch is we couldn't really share actors, right? I think one actor could be in two people's shows at the same time, but we all had our like dream cast lists and everything else. So it was a long battle to get who we wanted. So everyone did amazing, don't get me wrong, but there's some people who really fit the show, other ones who like didn't and everything. So there's a lot that went into the casting process, but eventually it got to the point where there were a bunch of actors that everyone wanted, and I had to be strategic, right? If I was not humble, if I was prideful, was like, I'm going to get this person, that person, arguing and everything, I likely would not have gotten a good cast because the teacher was specifically, honoring people who were actually sitting there and, trying to play the game and negotiate, right? So luckily I was one of those people who was like, okay, I really want this person, but I'll go ahead and I'll give them up so I can, so have the process keep going and everything. But also on a strategic level, I was able to have the teacher feel bad for me because I was giving up so many people and everything. I was negotiating and everything. And he ended up giving me my first choice for some of the leads in my show. So I didn't get everyone who's a first choice and everything. Obviously, first choice, second choice didn't really mean much. It was just more so who I thought fit the show better. So obviously I had people who I was going for. But I mean, honestly, I got the best cast list I could have asked for with that. And it showed when we had a great production and everything. So all I can say is if I was not humble, I would have a very different cast list. Either I would have gotten whatever people I had wanted and, show would have turned out very differently, or I would have gotten none of who I wanted and the show would turn out very differently. But because I played the long game, I was humble, I was able to get a very good cast that I was very proud to have the privilege of working with. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. If y'all learned something, liked it, please feel free to follow or subscribe, and have a great rest of your day.